Prince Harry dodged questions about protecting the Queen and if he had wished her a happy birthday, a day after a controversial TV interview. Harry is carrying on with attending events at the Invictus Games in The Hague, which run until tomorrow, and this afternoon has been watching a powerlifting event. Yesterday, he sat down for a chat with America's Today show, revealing details of his private meeting with the Queen during his secret visit to the UK with wife Meghan Markle. Harry appeared to issue a veiled warning to those closest to the Queen when interviewed by the US network, saying he wanted to make sure his grandmother was protected and had the right people around her. Today, as he was driven away from the venue in a buggy, Harry ignored questions from the media. He was asked by a reporter if he had managed to wish the Queen, who turned 96 on Thursday, happy birthday. The Duke turned away without speaking and ignored another journalist who asked, "How do you feel about the reaction to your interview, sir?" As the buggy pulled away, another journalist asked, "How are you going to protect the Queen, sir?" but got no response. Meanwhile, earlier today, the Duke and Duchess of Cambridge also ignored a question about Harry's bombshell remarks. Kate and William were asked about the interview during a visit London headquarters of the Disasters Emergency Committee, DEC, as the organisation announced its fund total for its Ukraine appeal had passed £300 million. As the couple stepped into their chauffeur-driven car, a female broadcaster shouted, "Sir, does the Queen need protecting?" The Duke and Duchess did not respond and continued into the vehicle before being driven away. It comes after royal insiders have reportedly spoken of their shock at what was described as breathtaking arrogance by Harry with his comments. A royal source told, "It is the Queen's birthday and despite a difficult year, people are working full steam ahead on making her Platinum Jubilee an event to remember that properly honors such a remarkable woman. She just doesn't deserve this." I have no idea what intention he may or may not have had in saying this, but Harry needs to start thinking before he opens his mouth. Prince Harry's comments about the Queen are part of the family's habit to try to take advantage of the Queen in her later years, according to one royal expert. After Prince Andrew used his proximity to the Queen to try to rehabilitate his image, the Daily Mail's diary editor Richard Eden says it looks like Harry's calculated comments in his interview with NBC show an attempt to do the same. "They are all sort of taking advantage of the Queen in her later years, I think, for their own reasons," he tells the program. "We've talked on this program about how significant her endorsement of Camilla as Queen was, and that's the sort of thing that Harry's looking for." The Daily Mail's royal editor Rebecca English believes that his comments will send shockwaves through royal households and are seen as a sign of Harry's arrogance. "I'm sure there are going to be a few choice words as they read his words over the breakfast table today," she says. "I don't know what they think exactly, but I certainly know from speaking to my sources that the feeling among the palace staff is that this particular pronouncement showed quite breathtaking arrogance on Harry's behalf. Lots of the focus is on what he said about the Queen, but it was what he didn't say about the rest of the family that's most fascinating," argues author and historian Dr. Tessa Dunlop. "Much the most interesting bit was him ducking on the subject of William and Charles," she says. "He talked about his own family, his children, and he didn't address his relationship with his father or brother, and I think that's where the sadness and the pressure point lies, especially with his memoir coming out."